This podcast is part of the Pod Podcast Network. Podcasts for Wales.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born, and now it's alright. It's roleplay, and you may look the other way. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a brother, whether you're a mother, you're role-playing alive, role-playing alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking and role-playing alive, role-playing alive. Role-playing alive, role-playing alive. Role-playing alive.
Roleplay. I got that summertime
Gladness because it's summer and it's sunny and you are wearing a sexy little pair of shorts.
I'm wearing my shorts.
And may I say, they look great.
Thank you so much. I think this is the first time I've ever worn shorts
In your whole life.
I was going to say recording this podcast, but also in my whole entire life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at me now. I've never been freer.
Yeah.
I'm even wearing Birkenstocks.
Oh my God, you are.
That's a very summery thing to do, isn't it? For boys, for little boys and
very
girls.
Summery.
Big boys and girls.
I was with you for the first half of that sort of bit. Now you're losing me. They're a cool pair as well. They're sort of. Would you describe them as acid washed jean shorts or stone washed? Maybe
stone washed.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Washed in
you
stone?
gave me two options there, and I picked one.
Pick one.
I did. You know what? They're like do you know what? I'm colorblind, but they would be like, what would they be? Kind of a greyish.
Yeah, no, they are grey.
Yeah. They're Carhartt.
Ah.
Now I'm on the cusp of financial ruin after I bought a pair of Carhartt shorts.
Yeah, to be fair, they are expensive.
Yeah, good quality though.
More like car shart after you shitting them.
I've worn them the last 3 days.
And have you shot?
Every single day.
That was what the smell was when you came in.
Yeah. No, it's great. And today we have a very special guest.
Yes,
Please welcome for the first time ever. It is
my partner,
Emer. And she's going to do a little fart.
She's doing a fart. We were just talking about farting. My partner, my little partner.
Hey, Emer.
She doesn't want to talk to us.
The fuck?
Oh! It's all happening in here today.
That was really well.
Emer has come in here. We have an intricate mirror system set up. Emer has tried to throw a full-length mirror on the ground.
She's just
only my spider-like reflexes.
And the shout like, oh.
The shout maybe wasn't that cool, but the catch, which no one is going to have seen, was amazing.
No, maybe it's out of shot.
Yeah, I think it's out of shot. Now
you're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great.
Fix the mirror. It really is all happening.
Emer found out we've been recording the podcast here, and
now she wants no more of it. That's not.
This is the final.
Is that going to stay up?
Yeah, try stick.
Looks very precarious. Now she's doing something with the lights.
Oh, okay,
actually,
that does work. Maybe.
She's getting creative and trying to. We had it sort of set up on the side of a chair, but the chair's in a completely different position. Don't push the chair. The mirror's going to fall again. The mirror's falling again. This time Emer caught it. Put it on top of the mirror.
I've tried that before. It doesn't stay there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
This is sort of the original position of the light, and sort of.
Now that's way better.
There's another mirror.
Thanks, Emer.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, Emer. That was what a cameo.
Unbelievable.
Our first. I was trying my best to narrate everything that was happening there, but I don't even think words can do justice to the absolute trail of destruction.
It was actually fucking crazy. She didn't barely touch off, and the mirror
it's a precarious setup. That is the one thing I will give her is that.
Yeah. No, in fairness,
we have the mirror set up so that we can look at the cameras and make sure that they're still recording.
Like there are these huge like
full length
mirrors, and like two of them, two identical. Are they the exact same or are they slightly different?
One of them's a bit taller.
Yeah.
I think of them as you and me.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I never noticed that. But yeah, that was oh, that was great.
Like,
Good
as
catch.
I say, thank you very much.
Because that would have been a whole thing trying to set the camera back up as well.
Yeah, exactly. It nearly knocked over the camera. Also, the main issue probably would have been the shattered glass.
yeah.
All over the floor.
That would
and
have
as
been
I
probably
say,
slightly-
I gave her some credit there for it being a precarious setup, but I'm taking that credit away because of how incredibly obvious it is that there's a giant mirror suspended, which it looked like she went over to push from behind.
It did look
onto
like it was a
us.
purposeful thing, but in fairness, we're very used to the setup. It's a very
Yeah.
precarious, unorthodox setup,
We don't,
but
we
it
don't play by
works
the
for us.
rules, and neither does
We are
my
the
partner Emer.
Well, look, thank you to Emer for joining us for those few moments of
Yeah.
chaos.
Chaos is the only way.
But we were talking about
describe it.
shorts.
We were talking about shorts. I do think we didn't give enough time or attention to how good of a catch it was by me. I just want that to be the last thing we leave people with. I leapt up and with one hand, still recording the podcast,
Yeah, it was pretty
stopped
good.
it from hitting. the
And
phone.
I watched and I just didn't do anything
No,
because
yeah,
I was safe. I was out of the fire
That's
line.
true. Yeah, it wasn't your mirror. It was
Yeah.
my mirror.
Yeah, it wasn't my mirror to bear.
Very good. Well, not
It's not
really,
good, like-
actually. Yeah.
But thank you for saying that.
Anyway,
but yeah,
let's get
you,
back to your shorts.
you were telling me earlier you have like a pet peeve about winter.
Yeah, I do have a pet peeve.
Try
about
to
winter.
explain that nonsense to me. Probably nonsense.
Don't emphasize the nonce in nonsense there. Okay?
You put the nonce in nonsense.
I see what you're getting at. I know I'm not a nonce. I just have great reflexes.
Those things can be mutually exclusive.
Unfortunately, they oftentimes those things go hand in hand, but not in this case. Nonce in this case. So my pet peeve is this: in winter, I think that we dress accordingly, suitably for the weather.
Appropriately.
Appropriately is
Some might
actually
say.
a better word than either of the words.
more
I
appropriate
use.
word
It
in
is
this
a more
scenario.
appropriate word. Yeah. You had good verbal reflexes there.
Yeah.
To find the right word, much like my physical reflexes are amazing.
Yeah.
I think we dress appropriately on our top halves when it's cold. We will wear, t-shirt, jumper, jacket, coat, as much as 3 or 4 layers.
When the weather event calls for it.
For it. We'll maybe even have a scarf going on to protect our neck, hat for our head, gloves for our hands. Our lower halves, however, we do not adapt at all. We continue to wear underwear, maybe if that's your thing. No judgment. Some people like to free ball it in jeans.
Ugh.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying I would
in
do
my
this.
stone washed
Your
jeans.
acid washed. That acid is going to burn your balls.
burns.
And then a pair of trousers, and that's it. And I'm like,
What do you think we should be wearing?
I don't know, something else.
Like a thermal layer,
maybe
long johns.
Long John Silvers.
Yeah.
I think something like that. And I don't. And for years I went around with my legs being cold, way colder in winter than I think they should have been. My solution, which you have seen and which I'm very proud of, it's my favorite garment, is my full length winter coat.
Oh yeah. That is a great thing.
It is a great thing. It's like wearing a sleeping bag. A lot of people have laughed at me for it because it does look quite comical, but it is really, really comfortable and warm for my whole body.
If
But
it's
not a lot
silly,
of people do that.
and it works, it's not silly. Do you know that
Exactly,
kind of way?
yeah.
I've definitely I have Under Armour and stuff, and
I have underarm hair as well.
show me.
I'll show you after.
yeah, not now.
I shaved it because it was slowing me down reflex wise. I was like, if I'm going to be catching
if
mirrors-
you let that shit grow, you would not be catching that mirror, and you would have been picking up glass from the ground.
Oh,
Is it
I'm picking up
glass?
glass from my ass.
Why would your ass have caught the glass?
Well, maybe I twist. Maybe my reflexes aren't as good. I know it's going to hit me. I twist to protect my face, and I jut out my butt to catch the glass because I know there's a little bit of cushioning there. I'll handle the impact better there, and then I end up with glass in my ass.
Gracias, de nada.
Nice. Gracias de nada is correct.
Yeah.
Mucho gusto.
Okay. Well, look, I would pick glass of your ass if it came to it. If it came down to
I
it,
wouldn't ask.
I would do it, man. I'd do
I
it
know
for you.
do it. That's mainly why I wouldn't ask.
No probs at all.
A few probs.
I think. Well, look, we don't have to worry about wearing inappropriate things on our bottom half now because summer is here, kind of.
It's summertime.
And we can wear shorts and actually be warm enough in shorts. And legs would be less sensitive to the cold anyway.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I'm trying to think why, because I think that's true of most. It seems like most people are much more comfortable with their legs being colder, and I'm not, but I'm really in the minority. Maybe it's because I'm so tall and my legs are so long that that's more of me.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
That feels cold. And the blood has a hard time getting down.
Because maybe that is it.
Most of
it's
it's also being drawn to my giant cock as well. So that's.
Yeah, you have some serious circulation problems because of your massive
willy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's actually what I used to catch the mirror. It was my hand. It was my.
Well, because there's nowhere for the blood to go, it only goes to my legs, and that's why I keep so warm.
Because you have no penis.
Yeah, my thermal layer is my lack of penis.
Yeah. Well, look, everybody's got their own.
And I suppose on that note, welcome to Roleplay.
Yeah.
With me, Ryan Carrick.
And me, Simon Hennessy. And this isn't just a podcast where we react to chaos in the room by trying to stop mirrors from hitting us. No, it's a podcast where we also play roles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Less fun than the mirror stuff.
No, I wish that happened more often.
Welcome to Mirror Play.
With me, Mirror Carrick.
And Simon, reflect us.
Come on.
No.
Well, look, hopefully we can do better than that. But first, I think we're going to have to hear from our sponsors. We're not sponsored by mirrors this week. Anyway.
Not this week. We might get some sort of mirror sponsorship off the back of the events of today. But that's not who we're sponsored by today. We're sponsored by another of our fantastic sponsors who I guess we better go ahead and hear from.
And this is our 100th episode as well. So
true, actually. Yeah, so to mark.
So it's obviously a huge milestone for us to be hitting 100 episodes after only 29 episodes. So it's great. But yeah, let's hear from our sponsors. We
decided to jump ahead, and I think that was the right decision.
I think so.
More fun. So to mark our 100th episode of Roleplay,
here we go.
Hear from our sponsor. Today's podcast is brought to you by the people who care about you the most in the whole world. The ones who like your Instagram stories.
A lot of people out there might like your posts, comment on them, reshare them, even post them on their own story, but these are forms of support everyone can see, visible to the whole world, borderline performative.
Liking your IG story is a whole different kettle of fish. There's no glory there, no chance for the world to witness what you're liking. And their love and appreciation won't be recorded in history, disappearing with the story after 24 hours. But they give it anyway, because they aren't doing this for themselves. They're doing it for you.
When you're old and riddled with some sort of terminal cell-eating disease, gasping in your last breath while your vision turns to black and your body grows cold and begins its process of decay, the ones who will be with you to ease your passing are the ones who care about you the most, your Instagram story likers.
Use discount code STORYPLAY for as many % as you feel they deserve off their next order of whatever.
True love is an Insta story like. Terms and conditions apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Roleplay. I'm Simon, and I am extremely excited to introduce our next guest on the couch. He is one of the most acclaimed, celebrated, and accomplished film directors of this or any generation. If you're a moviegoer with even a remote knowledge of cinema, then you will know who this is. No, this is no Pulp Fiction that I'm speaking here, because we are joined on the couch by none other than Quentin Tarantino. Quentin, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, no, that's like no problem. I don't know if people will have heard of me.
Quentin, you are too modest, okay? But with a CV like yours, I mean, going back to your directorial debut, Reservoir Dogs, all the way up to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, your most recent film, and all of the extremely famous films in between, I think it's safe to say a lot of our listeners will not only be familiar with you, but are probably big fans.
None of that was me.
How do you?
None of that. What you were saying there a moment ago about you were naming things.
I was naming Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah, I didn't make those.
But your name is Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And you're a film director. Mm-hmm. That much is true.
Yeah, for sure.
Your accent is throwing me, I have to say, because I thought
I've never made a movie before. I've never made one. So
let's just get this straight. Quentin Tarantino, that's your name.
Yeah, that is my name. You were correct about that.
Yeah. Okay, so far so good.
100%.
You
yeah,
are,
like, spot on.
You consider yourself a film director.
Yeah, filmmaker, film director,
but
writer.
You haven't made any films yet.
Not just yet. But that's all about to change. But yeah, I don't know. I think, are you talking about like the other Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah. Do you know who the other Quentin Tarantino is?
I've heard of him, but
heard of him.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's like I am not associated with him at all.
You don't seem that familiar with him.
Like, I've heard him in passing. Definitely I have heard his name pop up, but like I can't stress that I've nothing to do with him.
Okay, but you have the same name.
100%. Yeah,
100% the same.
Absolutely.
Both first and last.
Yeah.
Middle names, I don't know.
Probably the same. Yeah.
And you are in film. You're a filmmaker. So you have the same name with one of the most famous film directors in the world.
Yeah, like,
and you have a passing awareness of who he is.
Passing awareness is even, yeah, I suppose.
Even that's generous.
Yeah, like say. I'm generous, yeah. But look, I wish him the best, and I hope, he I don't know, are any of the things you mentioned good?
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say they're pretty good, well, and also wildly successful.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Django. Have you seen Django?
Is that the game with the little wooden bricks?
It's not. It's a film.
Like the tower kind of can fall when you pull out the wrong one.
No, it's a Quentin Tarantino film.
They have them in like some kind of gimmicky like bars.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's Tetris. Isn't it?
No, like you'd pull out.
No, it's not actually. What? I can't remember the name of that now. What is that game called?
Jenga. Sorry,
Jenga.
I thought that was. That was Django.
All right, I can see where the confusion came there. All right, okay, that you're starting to win me over.
Okay, good.
But the jury's out.
All right,
so let's see how we.
Well, hopefully I can continue. And I wish Quentin Tarantino the best of luck.
He doesn't need it.
Okay, he's fine.
He's doing great.
Well, then I hope he wishes me luck in my future endeavors. Which is what I'm here to talk about.
Oh, yes, very true. So we better get back to that. We've gone pretty off track here, but the reason you're here is because you want to talk about your upcoming film, which is your first. I'm realizing, and not I think would have been the other Quentin Tarantino's 10th. So,
well, it's my first.
It's
your
first.
As I said, this would be my first movie.
Yeah, first film.
First film,
and it's a somewhat controversial film, I would say, or certainly what little I know about it of the subject matter would suggest as much. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your upcoming directorial debut?
Well, yeah, thank you so much again for having me on, Simon, to talk about my first film, as opposed to my 10th, which is, is the other guy. But basically, we are currently in pre-production of the Prince Andrew biopic. Yeah,
so that's why I suppose I prefaced my intro by saying it's a somewhat controversial film, because that's a deeply controversial individual and
well, because he isn't the main royal, I suppose, but it's usually the people that are on the sidelines that have the kind of most interesting story to tell, about, he was the third child of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, and he was involved in military service, and he was born in London, which is in England.
Great. So obviously you're familiar with his Wikipedia page, but I suppose what I want to ask straight off the bat is, how did you find dealing with putting together the story and directing such a harrowing story, a story where, of course, abuse and a lot of darker elements plays such a serious role, really is the centerpiece of this story. How was handling that? How did you find that as a filmmaker approaching this difficult subject matter? Do you have to approach it with care? How does that come across in the film, do you think? Tell us a little bit about that. Absolutely. Well, I don't know about anything you were talking about there, but we cover a lot of how he served as a helicopter pilot in the Royal Naval College, and in the Falklands War, and
I suppose the role in that conflict, earned him a lot of respect at the time, and it really impacted his public image in a positive way. So we kind of center it around that particular period. Yeah,
you center your Prince Andrew biopic around his time.
Yeah, as well as
helicopter pilot.
I think I know what you're kind of referencing. Yeah,
I'm sure you do. I'm sure
you're talking about his divorce from Sarah Ferguson in 1996.
No,
which is a huge part of his overall arc in the film.
I'm
and
sure
we cover that in
film,
depth.
Not in his life. That wouldn't be. Why are you talking about these very minor details?
This is the life of Prince Andrew, and these are the interesting and sort of tumultuous things that are covered in the film.
I'm not so sure they are, Quentin, or at the very least comparative to what came later, because as we all know, I mean, it's been one of the biggest global news stories over the past decade or so. There was a much darker side to Prince Andrew and his associations with individuals such as Jeffrey Epstein and all of the criminal behavior that led to him being stripped of his royal title. And yet, so far in discussing the film, you have merely sort of rattled off fairly benign, inoffensive, dare I say, boring details from his earlier life.
Oh, you're talking about the time he was the UK trade envoy.
I'm not.
He represents the British, carried out kind of official duties. Yeah. Well, look, don't worry, Simon. Put your concerns at ease now. They are all covered in the film.
His time as a UK trade envoy.
Yeah. We covered that in probably too much detail. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we probably spend a bit too much time on that, and we're still in pre-production, so we already know that we're going to do that.
Does the film at all, in any way, at any point, cover the sexual abuse allegations about Prince Andrew?
I'm just finding this out now for the first time.
You're just finding out now that sorry, I shouldn't even say Prince Andrew, because he's no longer a prince. He was stripped of his royal title because of these allegations. You don't know this?
No, I think the royal family were very adamant that they found a filmmaker who was not aware.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to kind of maybe continue on
that path.
Yeah, with that knowledge, and I'm going to choose to maybe not take on board what you've said.
Okay, yeah. It's starting to make a lot of sense to me why you were the choice for this film, Quentin Tarantino. I would have thought you were a surprising choice at the start, no offense, given that you, by your own admission, have no filmmaking experience whatsoever.
But you can see now why.
I can see now why they would pick you, because your general knack of knowledge about anything at all, I guess, makes you a perfect fit for. Who's behind this film? Who's funding it? Who's getting this one made? Can you share that information?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay, all right. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. Surprised that she's got the money for that, considering the legal troubles that she's doing. I'm assuming you're not familiar with the legal issues she's...
No,
why would you, Quentin?
Yeah. But I hope Quentin Tarantino wishes me luck in my future endeavors, because I wish him the best of luck.
All right.
And hopefully he can make our namesakes proud. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, he might.
Yeah.
He might.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sincerely, like.
Yeah. Awesome.
You can come to the premiere.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pass on that one. But you know what? You keep doing you, Quentin.
Okay.
And, well, I won't go so far as to wish you luck. But thank you so much for joining us on the couch today and telling us about your upcoming, very boring and heavily sanitized sounding Prince Andrew biopic. What's it called?
Michael. Other podcasts on the Podcast Network include New Yorker Times The Whaley, On Porpoise by Jay Shetty, and the one you're listening to right now. Welcome back to Roleplay. Today we're joined by a very, very special guest, a member of the Jackson family who may have been maybe a little bit forgotten about in comparison to the other five. It is Cycle Jackson. Cycle, thank you so much for joining us in the wake of, your brother's biopic.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, you're very similar to Michael in terms of... Yeah, okay. Is that how you communicate, Cycle?
Thank you so much
Okay, you do speak as
for having
opposed to
me
just...
on your podcast.
That's fine. Yeah, no, we're delighted to have you.
It's so good to be here.
I
My name is Cycle Jackson,
Yeah.
but you can call me Bike.
Call you Bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sort
Okay,
of a
Bike.
nickname.
Okay, well, Bike, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on. And I suppose I want to chat about your life.
Please. Call me Cycle Jackson.
So not Bike?
You can call me Bike.
Okay,
That's all right.
what would you prefer? What would you prefer, Bike or Cycle?
Whatever you want.
Okay, so I'm going to call you Bike then.
Yeah. But
Okay.
just remember,
Yeah.
I'm Cycle Jackson. The wheeliest Jackson.
The wheeliest.
You know the way the Jackson 5, they used to be like, I'm whatever, the tallest Jackson. I'm Michael, the skinniest Jackson. Did you ever see that one? Well, I'm Cycle, the wheeliest Jackson.
Shimon is right. But yeah, I suppose
Woo!
the fact that you're a bicycle, I suppose, is quite alarming, and the fact that you're related to the Jacksons to the Jacksons is it quite interesting?
Jacksons?
Yeah, to the Jacksons.
The
Yeah,
Jacksons.
yeah. It's an interesting thing. It's quite a unique thing, and I suppose you probably lived quite a different life to your siblings and
Yeah.
to the rest of your family. Yeah,
In many ways,
yeah,
I did live a different life
Yeah.
to my siblings,
Yeah.
to the other Jacksons.
okay,
I didn't really have much of a normal childhood,
yeah.
but none of us did.
Well, can you take me
My
back
father,
to
he worked as hard.
yeah?
And with the others, that was all about singing. He wanted them to sing and dance and entertain the world. But with me, I didn't get to be a normal kid. I didn't get to go out and play because he would always be cycling me to work,
Okay, yeah,
cycling me home.
yeah.
If he needed to go somewhere that, was maybe it wasn't so close that he could walk, but it wasn't so far away that he had to drive, he would cycle me.
Okay. But you being a Bike, is that not the natural order? Is that not
Bike is my nickname, but my full name
is Cycle Jackson?
The wheeliest Jackson.
Yeah. But so how did you feel about your dad? You cycling you around the place? Like, was that not what was supposed to happen? You being a Bike and all?
I just wanted to be a normal kid. I just wanted to have a normal childhood and play with all the other little bikes.
So all the other bikes were sentient like you,
All the other little bicycles in the neighborhood, they got to go out and play.
and you didn't.
I didn't.
Your dad cycled you.
My dad was cycling me everywhere. This way, that way, all over the place.
Oh, and
Yeah.
did that impact your childhood in comparison to your siblings and your peers? And
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
It always made me feel like I missed out on a childhood. And I would look at my brothers in the Jackson 5, and I would be jealous of them too because I wanted to be a musician as well. But my father, he only saw me as a bicycle.
but you are a bicycle. How do you?
Yeah,
like,
I'm Cycle Jackson,
yeah,
sometimes known to his friends as Bike.
as Bike, and you're proud. You seem quite proud of that aspect, like where you're actually your name Cycle, which is quite fitting because you're a bicycle, and your nickname is Bike, which is short. Is like it sounds like Mike, and Mike is short for Michael.
That was my brother.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
You may have heard of him.
Yeah, I did. I've heard of him. Yeah.
MJ.
But how would a
The
bike?
king-
How would a
the king
bike?
of
Sorry,
pop.
no, I know who Michael
I was
Jackson.
the king of break.
The king of break.
Yeah.
I guess the way, like, because bikes have brakes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you not say the king of stop?
That's actually, yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
How about we do that from now on?
Okay, you're the king of stop. Yeah. But how does a bike? How does a bicycle expect to be a musician?
I think you can be anything you want to be in this life if you believe in yourself.
Slife.
Yeah. Sometimes my words don't come out.
Because you're a
too
bike.
good 'cause I'm a bike.
Well, tell me, have you ever? I know you have kind of delved into the world of music and stuff. You've at least tried to. Can you tell me a bit about that experience?
And you know what? It was crazy because I would write all these songs, and they were such good songs. But my father, he said no. He said, "Shimon, you are not the star. You are."
That
not
was your best Shimon.
Thank you.
So far.
Yeah, but it was me doing my father doing Shimon.
So he's better Shimon than you because you're a bike.
Yes, yeah, because I'm a bicycle. Cycle Jackson, the Willis Jackson.
That sounded like there was something wrong.
So I would write these songs, and my father wouldn't let me release them. And then later on I would see that they were actually songs that he had given to my brother Michael for him to sing. You may remember an early hit by Michael, "The Way You Make Me Feel."
Yeah.
That was originally a Cycle Jackson song. The way you make me feel.
Instead of feel, it was wheel. Because you're a bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any other examples?
Yes.
Where songs were taken from you and
Absolutely.
given to your brother?
Yeah. A Wheelie Jean is not my lover.
Wheelie Jean.
She's just a bike who says that my brakes don't work.
Oh, I can see how that made you sad. Like, I
Because
imagine.
that was originally my song, and then
and it was
Michael got
ripped from you.
ripped from me.
Yeah, and given to your brother.
Because I'm settled. I'm really, really settled. Really, really settled.
You're really saddle. And I say you were really sad when that song,
I was really sad.
really sad. Yeah, when that song was taken from
ended
you
up being taken
and
from me.
given over to your brother once again.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every single time. Will the world make it a better place? For you and for me and the entire bicycle race.
I'm looking for the man in the saddle.
No, it was Man in the Tire.
Oh,
That was,
I remember hearing a version where it was the man in the saddle.
well, maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's been a few
I
different
think
versions.
it was about a horse though.
Okay.
Do you have any? Oh,
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal wheel.
it's criminal wheel. Now that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy stuff. What do you mean criminal wheel?
It was just a song, you know?
But what does criminal wheel mean?
Annie, are you gonna break? Are you gonna break? Are you gonna break Annie? Annie, are you gonna break? Are you gonna break? Are you gonna break Annie? Annie, are you gonna break?
You've been hit by a smooth criminal wheel.
Yeah.
But I can see where that was given to your brother because
Okay, that one maybe.
I think
wasn't
that
my-
was fair
wasn't
enough.
My finest effort,
Yeah.
but you get the gist of what I'm saying.
What?
Because this is Wheeler like.
bike.
That's good, yeah. That was it, actually. I forgot the lyrics.
I've heard that one.
I forgot the lyrics myself, but that, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was the 70s, so.
It was the 70s.
Yeah, 70s.
7 wheels.
Yeah, this the famous decade, the 7
The
wheels.
7 wheels.
Yeah, well,
That's what
look.
we called it in the bicycle community. Shimon.
So is the 80s the 8 wheels?
Oh,
Right? Do you need some oil on your brakes or something? Okay.
come on.
All right.
Alright.
What did you think about the controversy around your brother?
Yeah, he's not a great guy, is he?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
What do you think of the movie?
I
you seen the movie?
Sometimes children ride me, but that's okay because I'm a bike.
So that's
That's what's a bit
Whoa.
Shimon.
Shimon. Come on.
Ooh.
Well, look, that's all we have time for from our wonderful guest, Cycle Jackson. Cycle, thank you so much for joining me today.
Shimon. Thank you.
I actually do need a lift home, so I wouldn't mind hopping on top of that fucking saddle and riding you all the way home. Is that okay?
That's all right, baby. Let's
Okay.
do it. Woo!
Well, who knew that there was a sixth
Jackson.
Jackson?
And it was a bicycle.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah. It's well, you know, it was a different time.
It was a
the
different
7 wheels.
7 wheels was a very different time.
Yeah. At least you know, Cycle Jackson seems like he's on the right side of history.
I wonder if a smooth criminal wheel is on on Spotify.
Yeah, we'll have to
Look it up.
look it up. And
Oh,
wow, the other Quentin Tarantino is an interesting character.
Very interesting character. He doesn't seem to know much about anything. really.
Anything at all,
Yeah.
particularly film, his chosen profession.
Yeah.
But,
Well, look, everyone has to get their break, and this is it for him. So
And listen, and Michael Jackson certainly knew how to get a break.
yeah, king of stop.
Yeah, King of Stop. That was good.
Yeah, you like that?
Yes, there's a Michael Jackson biopic out at the moment. I think.
What?
In case you didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, I'm not going to no shade at anyone, but I was invited to the premiere of that one, and then I passed.
Yeah, I would have passed myself if I was invited. It's very easy for me to say, oh yeah, I would have passed.
I think you would have.
I would have.
Yeah,
it's an interesting one. It's just because he's more than likely
a checkered pass.
a checkered pass is right.
Checkered pass.
But the funny is, we prepare our own roles, obviously, our own respective roles, and
we don't tell each other in advance.
No. So sometimes
it's funnier have it as a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes they will be similar if there's something topical, and that's what happened today. So if you didn't like that, shut up. Actually,
yeah, it's keep listening, obviously,
keep listening.
but just don't tell.
Do shut up.
Only
so
say good things about it. I'm really hoping a week will happen where we've literally chosen the exact same character. It might happen.
No, honestly, I think it's the chances are slim, but never zero.
Never zero.
And
there's no zero on a dice, but
speaking of chances,
yeah, both good.
chance would be a fine thing.
Fine thing indeed.
Well, look, this is called role play, and a huge part of this podcast is the last segment where we roll a bloody dice and we play whatever bloody rolls on the bloody dice. And those rolls are chosen by you, the listener, which you can send in via Instagram or email. And so we've 6 corresponding scenarios to the 6 numbers on the dice, and we're going to roll the dice, and whatever we land on, that's what we do. And without further ado, let's roll the bloody dice.
Let's roll it.
No, we'll go again. That was shy.
There we go. That was a bad roll. 3. You weren't sure which number it was as you looked at the dice. Is that
3.
What do we call that one again?
1, 2. Oh, fuck.
There's something
3.
next. It is 3, and 3 is
a spiteful fortune teller for some humorous reason. Let me do that again.
Yeah, you're really struggling with your eyes today.
A 3, 2, 1. A spiteful fortune teller for some humorous reason predicts a terrible future. That's from Maria Parker. Maria, thank you so much. I think Maria sent something in before.
She did. I can't remember what it was, but
fair play.
It was good, and this one is also good, and we're gonna do it if Ryan can stop saying things wrong.
Beep boop.
Then we're gonna.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, and I'll be gas as well.
Fine, Carrick.
Fine and Hennessy.
Let's do the. Let's do the sketch.
Enter.
Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. I've never been so nervous in my whole life.
Your name is Nib.
Oh my god. Yes, it is. How did you know that?
I know everything.
Because you're a fortune teller.
Yes, my name is Fortuna Dusseldorf.
Right. Yeah.
Like the football team.
Okay. Are they called Fortuna Dusseldorf or?
Fortuna Dusseldorf, but the Fortuna because I can tell your Fortuna.
Yes.
I'm not from Dusseldorf.
And can you?
But you are from Wyoming.
Oh my god.
And I know you have a cousin Graham from Ireland.
Yes. Oh my god, Fortuna Dusseldorf. You seem to know all these things straight off the bat.
I know these things because I have a line to the other side and they tell me little secrets.
The other side?
Yes.
Of what?
Death.
Wow.
Yes.
And in the world of the dead, they know who I am and where I'm from.
They know everything. They've seen you masturbate. They watch you.
Really?
They're pretty fucked up.
All of them?
All of them.
All the dead?
Every single one of them. It's pretty crazy
And
over
just
there.
me or everyone?
Just you? Oh, no, as well, your cousin Greg.
So all of the dead watch me and my cousin Graham masturbate?
Yes, they've seen you masturbate together. They think it's
my God.
really weird. You're cousins, after all.
That's really thrown me, but let's move off that because you're kind of making me a little uncomfortable.
It's quite difficult to move off it when it is something that you do and they constantly tell me they're saying, Neeb and Graham are at it again. They are doing the dirty business.
That's... Okay, that is crazy. That's not the sort of...
How do you think I feel? They're constantly badgering me. They're saying, Fortuna, Dusseldorf. They are at it again, the dirty little boys.
And his cousin, Nip from Wyoming, and his cousin Graham.
From Ireland.
That is really, really fucked up.
So you need to stop.
Okay, well, I'll think about it. I mean, I quite enjoy it. There's not a lot else to do in Wyoming other than masturbate, but...
Stop doing it with your cousin. Do it separately. It's
okay,
fine.
well, you know,
We
I
all
don't judge your
masturbate.
choices, Fortuna Dusseldorf, and you don't need to judge mine, okay?
But you are here so that I will tell your fortune.
Ooh, yes, I am, but oh my God, I'm so nervous. I feel like my butt cheeks are clenched as tightly together as 2 blocks of granite. That's how nervous I am.
Are 2 blocks of granite today they close together?
If they're pushed together, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're pushed together.
Very tight.
They're pushed so tightly together, my tush push, that even my dad, if he was super mad at me, couldn't even get in there to eat my ass.
Which brings me to the next thing I was going to do. Hold out your hand.
Okay, because you're going to read my fortune. This is
Yes.
a fortune teller's, and that's...
Reach out your hand.
Yes.
Show me your
Here's
pen.
I'm nervous. My butt is quivering in anticipation.
Stop mentioning your butt.
Sorry,
It's
I'm just
not,
nervous.
Okay. Well, maybe compare something else to something else because you were constantly talking about your butt.
It's just what comes into my head. It's
Just say anything.
It's a Wyoming
But yes, I
thing.
am looking at your palm here now, and
Oh,
it is not good.
it's not good. Oh God, I feel like my butt's about to fall off and go on the floor like a big bowl of jelly.
All I'm asking is you don't do that. You just say, I'm so nervous that I feel sick in my tummy, or I'm shaking, or something like
I'll
that.
tell you what's shaking. My hind parts.
Your hind parts. That's
My
how you.
hind parts.
Are you trying to think of different ways to refer to your rear, exterior, or posterior?
Well, those are both good ways, and I may well be using them going forward. But it's more backward that's in my head right now, i.e. my backside, which is quivering
Well,
uncontrollably.
I'm going to use my tarot cards now and
Use
see
your tarot
what is in
cards.
store for you in your future down the line.
Yes, because you're a fortune teller.
Fortuna Dusseldorf
Fortuna Dusseldorf.
has never been wrong.
Yes. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck, that's pretty bad.
Oh, is it? Oh, God, my butt's gone numb.
Why is it gone numb? You've been
Because I'm
sitting
so
down for just a
nervous.
moment. What?
I'm nervous, so I can barely feel my butt.
Just say nervous. Don't talk about your butt.
I'm just saying, I'm just asking
if you want me to tell your fortune, you must not talk about your butt.
Okay, fine. All I'm saying is I'm so nervous.
Fortuna Dusseldorf knows what will happen to you. Her cards never lie. Or his. What do you think I am?
I mean, I don't like to jump to conclusions. You're whoever you want to be, Fortuna Dusseldorf.
Okay. Well, I'm looking here at the cards and it's not good news.
Oh my God.
You are, how they say, fucked. You are in for a really bad time.
Oh no.
Yes.
Like Jesus at Easter, there goes my keister. It feels like it's gonna fall right off my body and roll down the hill.
Why? Why does it feel like that?
I'm nervous. I'm anxious to hear
But
my
it feels like your
fortune.
butt is going to fall off your body?
Yeah, and go rolling down the hill.
Just rolling down? Rolling
All
down?
the way down.
Well, you're not on a hill.
Yeah, but if I was,
You're sitting in my...
a lot of hills in Wyoming.
I think Wyoming is quite flat.
Okay, well, not all of it.
Like your butt after your butt falls off.
Yes. Now
Okay.
you're getting it, Fortuna Dusseldorf. Just tell me my fortune.
Well, I'm looking at these cards and I've looked at your palm and they tell a very dark story.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Dark will be the color of my butt once it falls off and decays.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm looking down now and yes, it is certain. You mentioned your dad.
Yes.
What is your dad's name?
My dad's name?
Yes.
You want to know my father's
Yes,
name?
just tell me your dad's name, your father's name, your papa, your puppy.
My father's name is Hankler.
Hang Hankler? That's his full name?
Hankler.
Hang Hankler.
Well, yeah.
Does that make you Nib Hankler?
No, that's like his first name.
His first name is Hang Hankler.
Yeah.
What's your surname?
You have to say it a little bit like you're thinking. It's like Hankler.
So it's Hankler.
No, it's Hankler.
Hankler.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're trying to you say Hankler, but you say
sort of, yeah, but you're not sure at first. Yeah.
Okay, I understand now. Well, Hang Hankler. Sorry. Hang Hankler
Very good.
is going to eat your butt.
Oh my God!
Yes, he is. Yes.
He's gonna eat my butt.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yes.
that's the thing I fear the most.
Yes.
That my father is gonna eat my butt, probably for some bad behavior that I've
Yes.
done.
Well, it is you who's manifested this by mentioning your butt falling off so much. This, you've spoken into the ether, and the gods have listened, and the dark souls
But-
and all the dark beings, sorry, all the dark beings have listened, and they are going to make sure that your dad eats your ass.
But hang on a second, Fortuna Dusseldorf. I got a question for you. I got a little itch on my ass that I gotta scratch.
Okay.
With a question.
Well, scratch while you can, because your ass will be no more.
Yeah, once it's devoured by my dad. But you said I spoke it into existence. But I thought the future was predetermined. It almost sounds like you've figured out, based on what I was saying to you.
Yes.
What my greatest fear is that my dad is just gonna pop my ass in a trough and gobble it up. And you came up with that because you knew it was something that I wouldn't like. Why
No.
would you do that, Fortuna Dusseldorf? Why would
Because it was me. I spoke it into existence. I will bring about the prophecy of your dad in your ass and putting it in a trough and go blah, blah, blah. I will be the one who brings that to fruition. I don't ever do that again. Because I am Fortuna Dusseldorf. You don't remember me, do you?
No,
It was me
it was you.
on Halloween night.
Halloween night?
You and your cousin Graham
From Ireland, yeah.
from Ireland. You broke into my house. And
The haunted house. And set off the alarm.
set off the alarm just like that. and and then you knocked over my mirror while I was trying to record my podcast.
Oh my God. And let me guess, there was no one around with incredible reflexes to catch that mirror.
No, and it knocked over my camera and put loads of glass into my ass, and now everyone calls me glassy as de nada.
Oh my God.
So now you will know what it feels like to have glass in your ass, and it will be your dad's teeth.
No, my dad's teeth are made of glass.
And that is what will happen to you. Thank you. You owe me €50. You can Revolut me, or you can pay cash.
Is Revolut okay?
You can Revolut me or Venmo or whatever you Americans do. Yes,
PayPal.
PayPal. Yes. Well, or you can pay my assistant in cash just on the way out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fortuna
Bye.
Dusseldorf. Bye.
Well, that was weird.
That was pretty strange.
That was a weird one, Maria. I
Yeah.
hope that you liked that one.
But a bit of lore. A bit of
lore, yeah. For any of you avid roleplay fans, you would have noticed Nib is actually a recurring character now. He was in our Halloween special way back in October.
Yes.
And
the
Cousin Green.
RPAU, the Roleplay Audible Universe.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
yeah, you do.
Well, look, fucking great. Yeah, great stuff.
Great stuff
Weird,
indeed.
weird. But look, that's all from us here at the Roleplay Podcast. I've been Ryan Carrick. I've been Quentin Tarantino. And I've been Fortuna Dusseldorf.
And I have been Simon Hennessy, Cycle Jackson, and, of course, Nib. And you guys have been amazing. Keep listening. Keep sending us your ideas at the Roleplay Pod on Instagram or the roleplaypod at gmail.com. If you want to hear sketches, maybe even with returning characters in them. And keep being you. Keep being great. We love you guys.
Peace and love. Stay safe.
Bye now.